Let's stop here. Thank you, Max. Very good.
Thanks.
Just for my own edification, why did you come to Juilliard?
It's the best music conservatory in the country.
People from Curtis, Eastman, and others may beg to differ. I mean, Juilliard's a brand, right? So did you come to study with a brand?
No.
No, right. So there's a teacher or a graduate somewhere down the line who, conjured something in your imagination, someone you aspired to be yourself. So, who was that?
Sarah Chang.
So you're a violinist?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, I can see why you would choose to conduct a piece like this. Must be a familiar pleasure in presiding over a bed of strings that behave as if they're tuning. Now, this piece is very au courant. I mean, here, the composer tells us to begin with back and forth tremolo strokes with wire, brush, and slowly sliding crotales over skin. Sounds like Rene Redzepi's recipe for reindeer. It's exciting to play new music, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Great. All right, please, join the other fellows. Now, I know you're all conducting students of Mr. Wolf's, but how many of you are also studying composition? Right, what's your name?
Olive Kerr.
All right, Olive. What do you make of what we've just been listening to?
It's pretty awesome. I mean, there's incredible atonal tension.
I agree about the tension part. Now, you can intellectually contemplate or masturbate about the felicity of the so-called atonal, but the important question here is, what are you conducting? What is the effect? What is it actually doing to me? Good music can be as ornate as a cathedral or bare as a potting shed, so long as it allows you to answer both those questions. Max, come on, what do you think?
When Anna Thorwald's daughter gave her master class, she said she was often influenced by the form and structure of landscapes and nature she grew up within. But I'm not sure she was interested per se in describing those actual sounds.
Very punct contrapunct. Yes, the intent of her composition is vague, to say the least. So if her intent is vague, how do you, as a conductor, have a point of view about anything? Now, to be fair, I mean, there are times when you will simply have no choice, and you will be made to stand in front of an orchestra and pretend that there are these invisible structures. But my prayer for you is that you will be spared the embarrassment of standing on the podium with a 433 trying to sell a car without an engine. Because now, my friends, now is the time to conduct music that actually requires something of you. Music that everybody knows but will hear differently when you interpret it for them. For instance, Max, why not a Kyrie? Like something like Bach's Mass in B minor.
I'm not really into Bach.
You're not into Bach? Oh, Max. Have you read the Schweitzer book?
No.
Well, you should. It's an important text. Antonia Brico thought so. So much so that she shipped herself to equatorial Africa and canoed up the Congo River to track Schweitzer down and ask him to teach her what he knew about Bach. I mean, somewhere I've got a picture of her in a pith helmet. I mean, have you ever played or conducted Bach?
Honestly, as a BIPOC, pangender person, I would say Bach's misogynistic life makes it kind of impossible for me to take his music seriously.
Come on. What do you mean by that?
Well, didn't he sire like 20 kids?
Yes, that's documented, along with a considerable amount of music. But I'm sorry, I'm unclear as to what his prodigious skills in the marital bed have to do with B minor.